Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn, and it's Friday night. We're in Zagreb, Croatia, and we're off to Ibiza, Spain, in the CRJ. Let's just take a quick look here at the airport. Both of these airports are going to be from Aerosoft. The CRJ is also by Aerosoft. I actually haven't taken a look at this airport. Do I have it in drone? Let's get in the drone. Oh. I see the engines are already started, so. Because this afternoon I did a live stream and I flipped it over to ready to taxi because I had some issues. So I'm gonna I'll set it back the other way, but tonight it won't be cold and dark. Yeah, it looks quite nice here. Hey Lars, welcome back. We've got some. Yeah, this is the GA area, and then the terminal stuff is on the other side. You've got, and this is on the east side. Signs and details are quite nice here. Got different, I'm guessing, gates on the GA side. Zagreb Airport, MasterCard. Yeah, parking lots aren't bad. That's what I look for. The parking lot police. Oh, you got catering building. And if you want to join the flight, you can definitely do so. I'm in the CRJ. I've put the routing in the Discord. But if you're flying anything else, you're best off to go into SimBrief and create a flight plan based off of your airplane, because then it'll also give you a flight level to follow. And I'll probably, not probably, but I want to do a series of tutorials, especially like IFR flying. So instrument flight rules, your SimBrief flight planning, VATSIM. I haven't been on VATSIM yet, but a plan is next week to get on it. So yeah, this is the west. Oh no, sorry, this is the east apron. It looks like there's an interior. Oh, nice. Got someone's top half. But yeah. Looks great here. Let's reset the position. Go back in the cockpit. So everything is started. I just want to see if the jetway can be attached, and then all I have to do after that is get the FMS everything inserted, and then we can take off. to Ibiza. So actually we got Navigraph charts are in. Okay, that's for later. What ATC? Ground services. I want the jetway connection.
Zagreb ground, Elgato Alpha Charlie. Could you please
See how this looks. I was thinking it would cover up, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen here. Maybe on a A320. So I'll get that disconnected. So that's being disconnected. We can go back inside to the EFB. EFB will close the door. Chocks are removed.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight.
And sim brief. LDZA. LEBL. Put that into the route. Loading area, okay. Pretty sure I had already set this. Some brief downloader. No. Oh, that's why. It's because I spelt it's. I put it in the alternate. It's EIB. That into the route. Execute. Perfinit. Perfinit is going to be. Actually, let's go over here. Performance, 0 fuel weights. Zero fuel weight says 61,422. And then fuel, block fuel, 12,467. That's a lot of fuel. That is a lot of fuel. We're gonna set the payload in the simulator, copy perf init data to the FMS, set all the V speeds and landing speeds, and then let's move over to six one four 422. Okay, that's good. And then this 12. Yeah, that is perfect. Legs. We're going up to flight level 370. And I'm just looking out for discontinuity. So Rixot, bring that up. Okay. That should be fine. Let's see where the... Which runway am I taking off from? Runway 22, so that's going to be heading here. It's actually better off with it on this side. So the Alt and left click, so I can pop that out. So I'm going to start off with going at start at 5,000 and then take on to the nav. Heading should be set at 223. Okay, that's good. Anything else I need? Take off trim from the EFB. All right, what's that? 7.1. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it exact. Gonna have to go with 7.0 on this one. All right. Well, and let's get the pushback and get ready for takeoff. We've got the yaw damper. Get that on. Actually, here. Okay, and can you get the pushback?
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Please set parking brakes. Standing by for pushback.
It lifts the airplane? Didn't know that.
Please set parking brakes.
I'm not sure what's going on now.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Well, we already have the engines already started. That's fine. Gonna push back, and we're gonna back it up to the right here. We're gonna go take Golf, Delta, Foxtrot, then Echo. Looks like someone's on the runway. I should put my second here. I should put my tags on. Ah, there's Colin. Yeah, that's you. So I guess you're still waiting for a pushback. No baby yet. Yeah, I'm in Discord if you want to come into the chat. I'm guessing you're in the fly-by-wire. Right.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
No baby yet. Impatiently waiting.
May disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Yellow.
Holding position, waiting for the visual.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you and goodbye.
Good. Hold on, I just gotta change my headsets right here.
Yeah, you're very low.
There we go. Let's try that now.
I think you should be able to go faster than me. with the A320.
Speed look up the other, like about an hour ago to see if it was comparable, and I think this thing cruises generally at like 0.8, 0.83, 0.84, or actually maybe closer to like 0.87, and yours is like 0.82 or 0.83.
Okay.
But I think I can manually slow it down just a little bit so they could be close.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, I'm in the fly-by-wire 3.2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have an awesome Air Canada delivery on a sweet one, but it doesn't show up in your stream because I guess the deliveries are only for the person flying the plane, which is too bad.
Well, yeah, because I don't have that livery. If I had that livery, I'd be able to see it.
It's pretty sweet. And to me, you look like you're flying a 320 as well, because I don't have your mod.
Yeah, you don't have the CRJ.
No.
Yeah, because from far you look like a DHL.
Yeah, I saw that in the screen. I thought that was pretty weird.
So I was like, wait a second. Yeah, I better turn on the traffic, the name tags, because I'm like, I think someone might be flying with me and I don't know it.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I don't really know. I might have to hop out halfway through the stream.
Oh yeah.
So I was but I thought I'd at least start the flight and get set up. And I was too lazy to do the whole cold startup and put in my own flight plan, so I just did it all through SimBrief and imported it and put myself on the runway to make it easy.
Well, because I didn't even do cold and dark because I did a stream this afternoon, like an impromptu. iFly SimX was going for a flight. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll join you. But then I was like, I haven't been in the sim in like a week, and like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I'm flipping this over to ready for taxi. So I did that, and then I put that as a default because I just restarted it. So then when I got in here, it was already ready for taxi.
Saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, saves a bunch of time. I wonder, do I have to go back? Yeah, and my views are still... My views are still off. I feel like someone else... Maybe Lars?
Oh yeah, is there someone else over there?
Yeah, because I see like another yellow Airbus.
I actually don't see them, but maybe it's because they're in the way. Yeah, interesting. I don't see anyone else anymore at all. Just you.
Okay.
Alright, I'll get out of here. Get out of your way.
Alright, just don't send all the wake turbulence.
Absolutely going to.
Yeah, because they're gonna be adding that to the sim.
Yeah, I read that something somewhere today, which is kind of cool. Except you can't turn it off, I guess. So
yeah,
people control you or whatever.
Yeah, I've had trolls before, and I'm like, oh man, this is bad. But because someone actually mentioned it in the Q&A, they were like, well, actually, we're gonna take a look to see if we can make it into an option. It's like they didn't think of that at first. All right, here we go. Toga. What's... Oh, FD.
I love this 3.2 mod. It's such a good airplane. Super fun.
Oh, shoot. I forgot my flaps. Sometimes I forget the flaps, and then it's like, you need flaps.
Right, he yells at you. It's good that he yells at you.
Yeah. V1. How's the rate?
Alpha, Charlie, you were not cleared to take off.
Oh, I was not cleared for takeoff.
You can feel
Sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I just ignored the ATC. I turned it all off. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was giving me problems routing my flight. It kept putting me at the wrong elevation for my flight plan, so I just turned it off and practiced without it.
Yeah. Bring up my altitude. I'm at flight level 370.
Yeah,
Well, going to it.
this plane. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I am. I think I have the same plan as you, so I'm pretty sure it has me at 370
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, this afternoon, flying Halifax to Ottawa, and as I'm flying just over Montreal, all of a sudden I wasn't really looking, and then I see I'm doing like 140 knots. I'm like, what's the deal? And all of a sudden my screen just go black. Well, it was like a electrical failure, and then the rat. I don't know if you have it on the A320, but on my screen at the bottom there's a ADG, and that's the rat. It's like this fan that sticks out for emergencies.
Yeah, I know a bit about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I used that, and I was like, well, okay, so what do I do now? Then I'm like, well, I think I need the APU, then the fuel pumps, then restart the engines. Boom, boom, boom. I had everything set. So yeah, it was good practice, but I didn't have emergencies on.
Oh, so how did it happen? Did you hit a button by accident or something?
I don't know, probably user error. Normally it's my error. Borrow.
How fast you're climbing? You're climbing. I feel like you're catching up to me, which is weird.
Yeah, I'm Mach 0.52.
But like, what vertical speed? You must be doing like 4,000 feet per minute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 4.2.
Yeah, that's what.
What I did was I put the time. I used live weather, or put the time back to noon. So it's like
Yeah, I think I did the same actually.
like flying in the dark in a sim, or like in a stream. It's fine from time to time, but it's not the best, for the visuals.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like tomorrow, I'm gonna do Miami to Barcelona. I'm just gonna do it in live time. Leave Miami at 11 Eastern, and then Barcelona. Well, I don't know. It'll be like
Will
the
it be
next
sunrise
day.
by then?
By the time
Should be morning is 4 hours ahead of Miami. 5 hours ahead of Miami.
yeah, five or 6 hours ahead of Miami.
5. Yeah. Actually, no, you're right. It might be 6 because it's not. Is it like on the UK time or GMT plus 1?
I think they might be one ahead of the Brits, so it would be GMT plus 2.
They are GMT plus 2, right? Okay, so it's 1:27 a.m. Oh yeah, it'll be like sunrise by the time you get there.
Well, that might be good.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be really cool. I think that'll be a really neat approach.
Yeah.
Well, I might be watching that from the hospital. And give me something to watch while I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Good enough.
You'll be like, doctor, can you please pause? I gotta see this landing here.
That's right. I don't see anyone else flying. So Steve just
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Now
don't see anyone else flying around here.
does the CRJ, does that have auto throttle or does it not have auto throttle?
No, no auto throttle. So what happens is, like, I'm in Toga right now, but I should actually go back to climb. And then when I'm in climb, yeah, in climb, once I get to cruising altitude, then it's just manual. So then you've got to fiddle with the throttle.
Oh man, I hope these clouds stay away. The clouds are actually breaking up. I might have a really nice view up here.
Oh yeah,
To fly across the Med and then over Italy would be kind of neat. You'll see Monza off to your right at some point. Probably can't see it. I can see it.
yeah, because Monza would be
It's Milan, so
yeah,
it'd be,
yeah, Milan. Yeah, because I have Bergamo Airport
oh yeah,
is it's pretty much Milan Bergamo. And the airport there, they did a fantastic job because there's like a plaza in the background, and at nighttime the lighting is like superb. And then you go inside the terminal and you got animated people. They don't do much animations, but they're slightly animated, like they're talking or stuff like that.
that's cool.
Yeah. Like some people are like, oh, what? Why am I gonna pay for that? Why am I gonna use my CPU or GPU resources on that? Well, it adds more life to the airport. Like, yeah, you might only look at it once or twice, but from the outside, when you land and you're parking at the gate, oh, you see it. I've got Lufthansa Regional.
I like that livery.
Yeah. And then tomorrow in a 787, got American Air. It looks really nice.
What, are you using one of the mods 77 or just the stock one?
Yeah, the 787 Heavy.
Cool.
I think that's the only mod that's been upkept.
I watched somebody's video. I forget one of the streamers. I watched their video on it the other night.
The thing is, I've never flown in it before.
Might as well learn on the fly.
Yeah, so I told my wife, yeah, it's gonna be a 9-10 hour stream. Well, I might be coming to bed in the morning. Turns into like a 24-hour stream.
I'm sure you can get it up in the air. You'll figure out how to land it once you get it up in the air.
Yeah. I might actually just start it off with the engines already started.
Yeah, just make it easy.
Just make it easier for me. But yeah, it's all clear up ahead.
Yeah, look, weather looks great. See if I can match your speed once we get it cruising. I can turn mine down probably just a little.
And I'm gonna try to bring mine up 300, but it's gonna be.
Yeah, my cruise is set at 290, so whatever that turns out to be. But I should be able to easily set it down.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't use the speed, because I'm stuck at 282. I can't go up any higher.
Yeah, all right. Once we get to cruise, I'll slow it down just 10 knots. I'm not actually sure what I'm even going to be cruising at. Let me check the computer. cruise. Yeah, cruise is 290, so I'll just back it off a little bit.
Okay.
Guess I can turn my landing lights off. I should do that. I always forget to do that.
I should take a look at my lights. They're all off.
Turn my seatbelts off.
Turn the no smoking sign off. You guys are free. Just like bellowing with smoke in the back.
Alright, there we go.
Captain Canada's in the back. With
Puffing
his,
on the vape.
yeah, puffing on his birthday party potion or whatever it is. Yeah, it's, someone said, hey, did you see him without his sunglasses on? I'm like, yeah, I saw him true colors.
Is he wearing his sunglasses?
Yeah, well, because you always see him sunglasses, the maple leaf hat, and his pilot captain t-shirt. But when I saw him, I was at the bar and I could see Jeff Favignano, and then I saw him and I'm like, I wonder if that's Cat. So I went up and I'm like, oh yeah, and if he's talking with Jeff, yeah, it definitely is. But it was nice, like, we're like 5 guys talking. You had a 1.3 million subscribers. You had 65,000 subscribers. You had 1,200 subscribers, a 40 subscriber, and a no subscriber, all talking together. As
Range, yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, pretty good. Oh, I'm like, why am I off the line? But it's because I'm on half bank right now. It's just slowly going back to the line.
I know. I saw on your stream. I was looking at it for a second because when I looked out my window, you were way off to my side. It's like I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be on the same flight plan.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out over to my left for some reason.
But yeah, it's coming back in. And I'm climbing up there, like level 340. 3,000 to go. Do you know if you press your right alt and then you left click on the panels, it'll open up in a separate window?
No, I never tried it.
Yeah, well, because
Oh yeah, cool.
yeah, like for me, I can now look on the outside, but still see my gauges on the inside.
Right. Oh yeah, that's handy.
What? It's like telling me lead. There's like no nautical miles to lead. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah,
It might be because I need to pick an approach into Ibiza.
oh, actually, that reminds me. I don't know. I doubt I'm gonna make it all the way, but I might just pick one just in case I do. There. All right, I'm at cruise. I'm cruising at 0.78 is what I seem to be cruising at for whatever reason. Why? I feel like it should be faster. Maybe that's about right. How high are you climbing?
But I'm now up to flight level 370.
Oh, right, I was looking at your altimeter on the right, set to the wrong, your backup instrument is set to a different
Okay.
pressure. I was looking at that one. I just hit cruise, so I just leveled off. I'm cruising now.
Sure is back up or
How fast are you? 0.79 it looks like. Is that what you're gonna?
yeah, I'm trying to get to 0.79, but I'm not sure if it's gonna go up to it.
Oh, right, that's your set speed. You're at 0.65 now. Okay, I got you.
And nav wise, yeah, I'm still off from the line.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah.
I'm like dead on it, and you're way off to the side for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm like, cause I even see on my navigraphs, I'm like, oh, I'm like way off. Let's see.
Is our
Runner.
approach into Ibiza? I forget. I have now runway 6, Rixo 3. Let's set that up. Might as well set that up now.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Arrival. Rix 03V. And
Runway 6, right? Yeah.
yeah. Runway 6.
XYZ. Which approach do I want? Weird. Approach 6XYZ.
I'm gonna go with ILS X runway 6 Demev.
Alright.
If he ever wants to follow the flight plan. I'm gonna try in heading mode to get myself back on the line.
Manually move it over.
Yeah. And right now I'm keeping it steady at Mach 0.674. I think it's just I think it's just because of the height. I can't do more than that.
7.4. Alright, I'll slow down to 0.6 and see what that happens. See what happens. Down.
Hey, and you know that the day after your daughter's born, just ask your wife, yeah, so ready for next one?
Maybe we'll give it a few days first.
No, the next day after my son was born, my parents called. My dad's like, so when's the next one? Always like wanted to check the phone.
Maybe give me a few days first, Dad.
Yeah. Well, my daughter, she just had some oatmeal today for the first time.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's first real meal. Okay. Once this connects, then I can go back on the outside for a bit.
Man, it's hard to fly this plane this slow.
Yeah.
At 6.5, 0.65 is real slow at this on this plane.
0.6.
I thought that.
Yeah, because now I'm up to 0.705.
Okay, you're getting close then. Cool. I'll turn
Yeah,
it back up.
it's just slowly creeping up.
Alright, I'll hold it just below you then. I'll hold it at 0.65 for a bit, see if you get closer. Yeah, you are still way off the line though.
Yeah, but I'm just getting back onto the point.
Let me see where I am compared to that point. Oh yeah, I just passed it. Okay. Just did my turn.
Yeah, my Thrustmaster Boeing Yoke video, man, that's like a rocket ship.
I watched that in the Turtle Beach one. I actually like the look of the Turtle Beach one better, kind of. I don't know what it felt like. Well, I know what you said it felt like, but it actually looked like pretty cool. It had a lot of nice little features. That one looked pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, the only because like on a Honeycomb Bravo, you don't have the pullouts like for the GA, which you get with the Turtle Beach. But the thing is you have to have the throttle pulled out in order to use the throttle on the top, like for the airliner. So like I find it to be like, you know, everything to everybody, rather than trying to make it for like one type of aircraft flying.
Yeah, I don't know like what the middle ground is, because I don't know, when I'm flying all the Airbus, I really want to buy the Thrustmaster Airbus kit.
Yeah.
Because it looks great, but then that's only really cool for flying the A320 specifically, pretty much. Like
Yeah, that's
anything
right.
else, you'd want like the Honeycomb probably for like your GA stuff. So it's I feel like if you were getting into it, you'd want multiple setups. Still not like one perfect one.
I know. And then it ends up costing you a fortune.
Yeah, we're used to that from sim racing though, so nothing can be more expensive
I
than
know.
sim racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you don't need to buy an aluminum profile rig to run this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you get distance markers from your next waypoint in your FMC or your one of your displays there?
On my legs.
Oh, where is your nav going? So I'm watching your stream and
I know.
Where's your plane going?
I have no bleeping clue.
So the next waypoint should be AUKMAP.
Wait a second, because this looks like I'm like. I feel like I'm going back in the circles.
Yeah, I just passed Baxen and I'm on my way to AUKMAP.
Yeah, because I should be going to AUKMAP.
Yeah.
So I think that's because it's sending me back to runway 22. So I'm gonna bring up AUKMAP.
Yeah, can you like direct to AUKMAP?
Yeah, there we go. It's now starting to veer. And I'm now at Mach
7.8.
0.792.
Cool. I'll go back to my managed speed because that's go back to where I was. You'll be just behind me if you ever get back on track. So I'm about to fly over Italy right now, just off the coast. Cool.
Yeah,
awesome right now.
Yeah, I should be getting back on because now I'm going direct to OCMAP. It's because the other ones were still in there, so I've cleared them out. You know how to do that? Because in your FMS, I don't know about the fly-by-wire, but with this, you might have a discontinuity. So you pretty much have to take what the double, the last double, and then bring it up to the other one to delete everything in between, kind of deal.
Right.
But
Yeah,
yes,
luckily mine was set up just fine. I didn't need to change anything, but I've had that a few times. I keep watching your stream and trying to click and move the camera around the cockpit. Stop that out. It doesn't work. It's funny. Oh, cool. We got some mountains coming up.
yeah. My wife was at her parents' place last couple of days, so that I could quarantine somewhat. But but the day after I arrived, did a test, and it was fine. So she got home tonight. It's like, so can I kiss you, or you got COVID? I'm like, oh, you can kiss me.
Yeah, it's good. You did a lot of traveling, a lot of airports without
Yeah.
getting a positive test. That's nice.
And seriously, down there in San Diego, well, I was talking to the brother of the CEO of Honeycomb. I was talking to his brother, and he was drunk, and he's Danish, so and he's been in the U.S. for maybe about 5 months or so. So with his culture, he's talking to me not 6 feet apart, 6 inches apart. And so after a while, I take a step back, and then he'd move in. I'd take a step back and move in. The side step, move in. After about 2 hours, I'm like, hey Jacob, we've been dancing around for about 2 hours around here. We're both laughing. Oh, still not. I'm going towards the line, but I've actually crossed the line.
Yeah, because you're. Well, let me see.
What the?
You are. Oh, you're still off my left.
Oh, it's because I haven't reached OCMAP yet.
No, you'll be going direct to it, and then should straighten out, probably, right?
Yeah, then I should straighten out because it's got
You're
me
going direct to it. Yeah.
Because it's got me going towards Ambos, but I haven't hit OCMAP yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my heading bug to OCMAP, and then once I get there, then I should be able to flip back over to nav.
Cool. Yeah, but it will be fine then. Transition altitude 6,000.
F Sim Studios, they're releasing London, should be tomorrow. London, Ontario.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they're the ones that made Halifax. They also made Vancouver. And I got a
Yeah,
feeling
I want to.
they
I
got
want to get the
enough.
Halifax one because the Halifax scenery is so terrible.
Oh yeah, default, yeah. I still remember the default. It was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's really bad. Which I mean, yeah, I understand, of course, but yeah, it's too bad.
And F Sim Studios, they should be coming over to Contrail. They're on the Orbit Central, but should be coming to Contrail. I'm not sure exactly when, but I fly SimX. He pretty much brokered the deal. Pretty much said, "Hey, Lars, you need to bring these guys into Contrail." And he's like, "All right, I'll reach out."
What's Contrail?
Contrail is like an Orbit Central.
Is it like software for managing scenery and stuff?
Yeah. So it's pretty much like a marketplace and software management.
Cool.
So then, what you can then do is then install it into your D drive rather than your C drive.
Right.
Or whatever other name you
Takes
call
so
it.
much space. Yeah, it's crazy.
I've got like about 200 gigabytes left on my C, but my D drive is like 1 point some.
Right.
Yeah, 1 point some terabyte. Let's see, is it gonna go? So,
Yeah, you're lining up way better now. You're almost right behind me. Makes sense. Only there's still that bug in the software though, 'cause it's showing you at 37,600 feet. Whereas
oh
absolutely
yeah.
not. It's just that little barrel bug that I thought. I guess you're about 20 miles away from 20 miles behind me, maybe 10 miles behind me.
Okay.
I'm just about to pass the waypoint. Just did this second. Think your nav's gonna work after you hit that waypoint?
Better. Or it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, manually flying every turn with the heading selected.
Yeah.
Man, we're almost flown over Italy already. Some really cool mountains right underneath me now. We must be.
Wait.
Where are we flying over? Are we flying over Rome almost, or is it more to the south?
Um.
Rome must be more to the south. Florence, we are.
Florence is south. Pisa is south. Rome. Rome.
Oh yeah, Rome's way south. Okay.
Where?
I see Modena, which is north. Bologna, Ferrari places.
Grosseto.
Milan, probably too far away to see. That was definitely too far away to see. So after this, it's just going to be a whole bunch of ocean.
Yeah. Mediterranean Sea.
Yep. Fly over a couple cool islands though. Palma de Mallorca.
Yeah.
cool.
And pretty much Ibiza, you actually go right by it and then you come back in.
Yeah, looking at that approach, yeah, you do. That's neat.
Hey, Captain Baloo. Yes, thanks. Says, have a nice flight. Well, you're the passenger, so you have a nice flight. Hopefully, I'm gonna fly and land this thing. Well, in Ottawa this afternoon, it was 222 landing rate. But I had the ILS approach button on, and I was coming down, and then I went. It was starting to lift up a bit, so I took off the autopilot, and then I really just floated right up. But I ended up landing it very close to the end of the runway.
Oof.
All right, so I'm now on to the next one. So let's move that.
Oh yeah, you look directly behind me. So let's see if it stays on the course.
Yeah, it's going to. It's taking the line now.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
It's good.
Sweet. It must have just been that issue with the flight plan somewhere, but that's good now.
Yeah, I really think it was a flight plan issue. Captain Baloo says you will. Yeah. Lars says, pull up, pull up.
Not gonna do much right now. Try
No.
it.
No,
Why
he's
not?
got the pull up emoji. That's what my son uses. Hopefully we can get him out of those.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, anytime.
I'm gonna run upstairs and check some stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. It's looking like I'm gonna get into some clouds here at 370. Nice wing view. Thing is, on my way to San Diego, I never had a wing view. I was always ahead of the wing. But on the way back, I was either beside it, slightly ahead of it. Actually, San Diego to Chicago, I was just slightly ahead of it because I was right behind first class, but almost like preferred seating, which is what I wanted, but I didn't have to pay for the preferred seating, which was nice. Yeah, and here on the flight plan, I don't understand why not go straight down here. But there's probably some reasons out there. Like airspace jurisdiction, that kind of stuff. I don't think I should be concerned right now. I think we're gonna be flying over these clouds. Let's go on the co-pilot side. He just the Tomcat. Oh, those clouds down there look really nice. Let's go back to the I'll be right back. Just gonna go get something to drink. There's really nothing here other than water, milk, or Bailey's. Bailey's is like a good 6 months old. Alright, I'll be right back. We're still alive. All right. Went up to get some water. Came back with a pretzel. Actually, two. Well, that looks nice. You got like the top layer of clouds, and then you got the thicker clouds below. And the speed has been pretty steady, Mach 0.808. And I'm out of the climb detent. Should be a manual at this point. They got some thunder and lightning just below. Hopefully it doesn't take us out. Where's Colin? He hasn't left the building, so he's around somewheres. Oh, there he is. Now I can see him. That second pretzel, I don't know. Didn't taste as good. I think it's been in the freezer too long. So we're 1 minute out from Soldiery, which is the next waypoint. Then 4 minutes out from Abram, and 1 hour away from Ibiza. Should be starting our descent about here, and then that's when we're gonna go over Palma de Mallorca, a couple of islands, and the Ibiza will actually fly over it to then go into what, runway 06. Have I tested the JU-52? No, I haven't, and I won't, just because I'm not so interested in it. Like I don't have a press copy for it, so I would then have to pay for it. But actually, it's not that bad. It's not too expensive, but at the same time, I just don't want it to be on the virtual shelf. But I'm looking forward to PMDG's 737. I heard there was an announcement today. Let's go PMDG. Threshold had that out. So, Robert Randazzo starts by saying that the 737 is beginning to come together as a product now instead of a science experiment gone airy, which came to be due to Microsoft Flight Simulator being substantially re-architected differently than any of the platforms that they've developed on before. And in many respects to them, it is a maiden voyage in producing modern, high-complexity aircraft product in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The team remains highly reliant on Asobo primarily to implement features to enable the team to fully realize their aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which proves to not be a very easy task, as the developers at Asobo has their own schedule and tasks to handle, and that doesn't align with what PMDG team needs, to which required workarounds to ensure functionality. So aren't we gonna get this thing or what? Progress has slightly resumed back to its original speed in September, and considering the state of the project and its development speed, users would be happy to know that their scheduled guidance has remained on track for a release this quarter. My daughter like give me COVID or something? I don't know. No, better not. So 737 is on track for this quarter. Well, this quarter, actually, this quarter means like as of today, October 1st, is a brand new quarter. So before the end of the year, we should have this. Yeah, man, can't wait for that. Wow. So I'm in line with Busby. That's good. What is... Do I have a... I feel like I have a headwind. A slight crosswind, 31 knots. But you can see how the plane's positioned now. It's like starting to crab a bit. We're running at .808, 809 Mach. And we've been doing that steady for the last half hour. So that's good. We're about 51 minutes out of Ibiza. Busby's gonna beat us there anyways. He's in the A320. Even though he's not in the cockpit at this moment. How's your night or day or morning or... How's your day going right now? Wherever you are in the world. I'm still recovering from jet lag, but today I actually feel a lot better than yesterday. Or on Wednesday. Like, going through 4 time zones in a short amount of time, it's... sends your body clock all over the place. But in my case, it just made me extra tired. I think Wednesday I pretty much just vegged out. Thursday I vegged out. But then last night I was able to get Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight system demo video out. But that it's not performing like the Thrustmaster Boeing Yoke. And that's way over 9,000 views in just a few days. Talking about that, I should check to see if I got any emails. No. I told my wife tomorrow the 4th anniversary, channel anniversary celebration from Miami to Barcelona in the 787 Heavy. I told her that it'll be like a 9-hour flight minimum. She's like, why does it have to be 9 hours? Like, can't you just say like 4 hours and cut it off? I'm like... No, it's like you got a destination, and I was like, You know, you can't just say, hey, I'm going to go from Miami to Fort Lauderdale. It's a 10-minute flight. Do it and be like, see ya. I did a stream. No. You gotta do a stream. You gotta do it for some time here. But yeah, it's 787 heavy. I've actually never flown it, so 9 hours might turn into 18 hours. I'm wondering when it's going to tell me my top of descent. Actually, let's go back in. I want to change my... I know they don't have the hockey stick in the CRJ. Let's see here. Oh, you know how you can declutter that? You can go here. Airports. That's pretty much it. Clear that up. This approach. Busby better get back before it's time to land. Got about 45 minutes to go. But yeah, he's definitely ahead. I think he might be going slightly faster than me too. Let's go back to the outside. Yeah, look at that. That cloud right there. Still got some thunderstorms here. Yeah, take a look. Take a look at my legs. Oh, discontinuity. Oh yeah? Yeah. You think I should check it out? Alright. Locker Levi. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. The JU-52. Fly real planes. I take one lesson a month. Ah, nice. I fly real sim planes. I'm a real sim pilot. See how I worked that one? Yeah, I gotta fix this discontinuity because this is not gonna be good. Ibiza. Is it really Maxo? Maxos and then UT-250? And then Rixa. Okay, we'll try this. This should work. Execute. Yeah, so March here, saying I agree with Lars, I should check out the 52. And it's actually, yeah, it's not that bad price-wise. It's not like I'm buying a PMDG. Come on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, doesn't this look beautiful? Like the sky. Reminds me of my way to San Diego. Well, it's because on the way back from San Diego to back here to Halifax, well, it was dark the first flight. Second flight I slept on. Oh yeah, from Chicago to Montreal I slept. I was bobbing my head in the airport for about 8 hours in Montreal. And then Montreal to Halifax was a night flight again, so I really didn't see anything. But on my way to San Diego, Halifax to Toronto was a 5 a.m. flight, so then the lights came on. And then after that, I saw everything. It's half the price of the aeroplane Heaven Electra 10. That just came out in better quality. Alright, yeah, I'll check it out. And I'll do some tutorials on how to start it up. Even though I need to watch someone else's tutorial on it to figure that out. Yeah, then probably have to do like a Sunday night bonus stream, or Monday night is gonna be dedicated as long as they send it over. But F Sim Studios is coming out with London, Ontario. They're doing a demo right now on iFlySimX is Twitch. and then tomorrow it should be releasing. So once it releases, they'll send me a copy, and on Monday I'll probably do Halifax to London, which is both of their airports. Yeah, approaching the Kaysan is awesome. Yeah, approaching the Kaysan at the end of a 32.5-hour flight in a Cessna 152 is even better, because I still remember doing that flight, that stream, and I'm like, hey Joe, like, so where's the airport? Is it like over the hill? He's like, well, a little bit further than over the hill. And I'm like, oh, come on. And then when I landed, I landed, I think, quite smoothly. But then on the taxiway, I was just doing donuts after 32.5 hours in that thing. I was dead. I was like bobbing my head in Clinton, Oklahoma. Where's Bugsby?
Just got back.
Oh wow! You see? I see.
Yeah,
Where's
I put the headphones on like 1 minute ago. Just trying to figure out where I am.
Yeah, I can't see you, but that's probably because of the glitch with the name tags.
Oh yeah, I see you right behind me.
Yeah, because they like pop in and out. So Lars and Marsh, they want me to try the JU-52.
I just googled it because I just saw them talking in chat. That's a super cool looking plane. I don't know anything about it, but it's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah, hey Ed, yeah. I'm about like 2 waypoints from starting the descent. At 32.5 hours in a 152. Someone better add a bathroom in that thing. Yeah, well what I did was, like, I went Halifax to Bangor, Maine, stopped, refueled, went to the washroom or picked something up to eat, then went down to Tweed, New Haven, then down to, I think, Washington, Reagan, then to Tri-Cities Regional in Tennessee, then to Memphis, then to Little Rock, Arkansas, the Clinton Airport, then to Clinton, Oklahoma, then to Albuquerque, New Mexico, then mesothelioma. No, I felt like I had mesothelioma by that time. And then from Mesa all the way out to San Diego. But yeah, Colin, you found me, and I was on the ground, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? This is not an airport? And I'm like, yeah, well, it's because I had to go for a shit. Like,
Yeah, I don't remember where that was, but
it was like, I think around like, after Clinton, but before Albuquerque. Because I had like a 3-hour leg, and I'm like, I just started. And because I was drinking like a cold brew coffee, like I had to go, and it's like I just went and I took off. And I'm like, dude, so like for number one, yeah, I ran. I got the level flight, and I ran to the washroom, came back, and I was fine. The plane was just veering off a bit, but. When you gotta go for number two, it's not like running there and then coming back 5-10 minutes later, your plane's in the ground.
yeah, that's right, without the autopilot.
Yeah, definitely without the autopilot. Oh, yeah, yes, okay. So Marsh is saying his dad lives near the Little Rock, Arkansas. Because remember the airport code? I was like, I'm not saying this on the stream. let's see. When's the descent? Looks like Rixo.
I still haven't quite figured out my descent and when I should start it and how fast I should go. Because the only thing I know is by watching other people on YouTube and kind of figure it out, but I'm still sloppy at figuring out a nice way.
If you go to your FMS, it should tell you there at what altitude you should be at. Because like for me, Maxos, I'm at flight level 370, but at Rixo, that's practically.
Oh, for me, so at Rixo, I'm at 370 as well, and the next one is 4,500. So I guess at Rixo I descend to 4,500.
Yeah, you're like supposed to get down to that 4,500, which makes absolutely, like for me,
That's 70 miles. That's probably enough between Rixo and CDP for me.
Yeah,
maybe not actually. To drop from 37,000 to 4,500.
Oh, for me, it's showing me 5 nautical miles.
Maxos and Rixos is probably about 5 miles. Yeah, but then Rixo to CDP is 70 miles.
March is like saying that airport code equals automatic demonetization. Exactly.
Oh, I didn't even see what the airport code was. I knew it was gonna be something bad.
Yeah.
Actually, that could be worse. I thought it was gonna be like offensive or something, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's.
All right, I will start my descent. Maybe at Rixo, then I'll do that.
But I wonder on the A320, you could probably go like with a VNAV.
I could just try it, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the A320 doesn't have VNAV, does it?
I know CRJ doesn't, but Aerosoft's put it in. But I'm pretty sure A320's got something.
It has like the managed altitude, so I can probably I can bring it down to like if I set it down to where the local or the ILS will capture, then it'll stop me at all of the things automatically. So if the constraint is 4,500 feet, it'll stop me there before going down further, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe I just I'm gonna set my altitude down to the ILS height, which is 2,000 here. And I'll just tell it to go managed. It'll do its thing. I'll do that at the next waypoint. So we're still 250 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
why does it want us down so low so early?
I have no clue why. What I've done, like in my mind, I'm thinking this is where the descent should start, is right here. So that would be 2 outs. So like at Rixo, that's when the descent should start, and then just take a long time to get down to Ibiza. But
Rixo, right? So Rixo 6,000 above 6,000. Oh, that's fine. You just need to stay above. Yeah, that's a long approach. It's huge. It's like a 200-mile approach. It's weird. I've never seen this before. I mean, I don't do much flying, so it's not surprising. But this is actually like a 200-mile approach. I wish I knew something about flying. Just how to work the autopilot just by watching videos. That's all I can do. I can make it auto land, but I can't actually. It's kind of a funny thing where like I've watched enough videos to know how to do the things that I know how to do. But as soon as something goes wrong or anything changes, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. No clue. The good thing is Joe taught me how to fly the CRJ, and we had a aircraft mechanic also helping out. So he taught me about the rat on this, and ADG, the landing gear pole, like all the emergency stuff.
Oh, cool.
So then today when that happened, where the power failure or something, I don't know. It could have been me that did it. But then all of a sudden I hear that. I knew exactly what was going on, and I was like, but I really didn't know what to do. Like, okay, well maybe I should. It's almost like restarting. Well, essentially you're restarting the engine. So I was like, okay, let's put the APU on, fuel pumps, and then engine 1, engine 2, and it was good.
Yeah, that's lucky. I tried to do that and I couldn't figure it out. So but figured out how to do it.
But then you got the annoying sound going all the way for the rest of the way.
You can't mute it. You can't like hit the warning buttons or anything. Make it go away.
No, because that fan, once it's out, it can only go back in if like maintenance has to put it back together.
Right, because it's like a last minute emergency thing, right? It only comes out in an emergency.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I was like, so someone's like, what's that weird noise? And I'm like, oh, it's the fan. And it's like, I think they've flown the CRJ, but they didn't know about that. And I was like, yeah, it's an emergency. I was like, yeah, it's crazy. Joey Lionheart in the F-22. I think he's going like skydiving below you.
You must be really close to me now, actually. Yeah, there you are. Oh yeah, I can actually see your plane, so you're closer than you have been. I can kind of see. I see your lights flashing.
Yeah, I'm at 0.811.
Oh yeah, you're going a little quicker.
Yeah.
0.78 still here.
Because again, like I don't have the auto thrust, so it'll change over time.
All right, I'm gonna start my descent now.
Oh, Maxo and Rixo are like 5 nautical miles apart.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, I can't drop 31,000 feet.
No, it's the next one. So.
But yeah, next one will be 70.
Yeah, I'm just letting my airplane do its thing now. I'm just gonna use the managed descent mode, I guess, in the Airbus and see how it does it. Or whatever they call it, descent out. Actually, it's dropping really quick, 3,000 a minute. That's too quick. So yeah, from this approach, it looks like we're gonna get down to 4,500, and from the charts on Navigraph, pretty much fly at 4,500 for 100 miles, 150, 60 miles.
Yeah,
and then you get down.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It actually might make sense in real life. I don't know, but to me, it like two non-aviation guys are thinking this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'll do it anyway, but it'll be cool. It'll be a neater, nicer view, so we'll do it for fun. But
oh yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the view up here now with the clouds. Oh, really nice. And the approach is actually like a little like jagged, the line. Like going over Palma de Mallorca. Oh, yeah, I gotta also slow down, pull back the throttle a bit.
That's why I've been flying this plane, because I don't do that. It just controls my speed unless there's a limit. Don't have to do anything. Easy mode.
Oh yeah, you're down already. Flight level 300.
Yep. Slowed my descent quite a bit though for me.
Ed, yes, live weather, but I put the time back to like noon local time in the sim just because I didn't want to fly in the dark. But tomorrow I'll fly live time, live weather, Miami to Barcelona. So if anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome. I'll be in a 787 Heavy. I don't know. Do they have a light? I feel like
Flashlight.
I need like a 3-seater. Use that as like one seat because I'm so heavy, or so, I don't know. Like.
And the wind right now, we've got a 32 knot crosswind.
Yeah, I got a 42 cross. Because I'm coming down very slowly. I'm only coming down about 600 feet. I should expedite that. Yeah, I'd say that the clouds do look great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They really do.
Some of the ones out there, they look like the poop emoji. Gonna take a look at my approach. Cloud's amazing. Austin Meyer, eat your heart out. Yeah.
Yeah, the old X-Plane clouds don't quite look as good, do they?
No, and but I saw Captain Canada, but then also Blue Games. They have this new mod just came out, and they're like, the clouds look great. Yeah, but the thing is I don't need a mod and the clouds look great. You know what I mean? Like, Good morning again. Hey, Darbren. Yeah, Darbren, it's like, yeah, morning for you.
What made you choose this flight, by the way?
It's because I have 2 Croatian airports, and then I was like, Zagreb, I think, is the busiest one, and then I wanted to get Ibiza, so called up Aerosoft, and they said, all right, here you go. So I'm like, I gotta do the flight now. And then they were like, because I asked for 2 other airports, but they said no, they're third party, so we can't give it to you. You gotta contact them.
Oh, right.
So I contacted one guy. He's actually working on the LaGuardia, and he said like LaGuardia's not ready anytime soon, but the way that he's gonna do LaGuardia is it's actually under construction in real life, and he's gonna do it as if it's under construction in the sim.
Oh, cool.
So then over time, like, he'll build it up as real life is being built up. But yeah, so that guy actually came out with Las Americas, which is Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And for me, that is actually my first commercial flight landing was in at Las Americas. And I'm serious, like I was shitting in my pants because when we took off from JFK, like my brother and I. My brother was 13, I was 14. Parents were back home. We were with like, I think we were like 40 youth, and like we had like chaperones and stuff. We're going down on a mission trip, and so first time taking off, I was scared. But after taking off that first time, then it was like I had that rush of the takeoff. I'm like, you gotta go, like you want to fly more.
Yeah, I mean.
And but when we got into Las Americas, the approach on that took us out into the ocean, and then coming back in, well, you're about like 2,000 to 3,000 feet off of the ocean. But all you can see is the ocean. You don't realize that, okay, the airport's right there. So I'm like panicking because I think we're gonna all die. And all of a sudden you hear boom. And back then, the first time I was there, it was concrete, and it was like broken up concrete. So it was a bumpy landing. Then I went back, so that was 99. I went back, I think in 2003, and they had redid the runway. But yeah, for me, it's like iconic. Ah, sweet. Thanks, Bonanza.
Hey, yeah, no, you probably just saw your DMs.
Oh, I was like, oh, yeah, I just saw my DM. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. How's the flight going?
Good. We're getting close to the approach. We're just flying. I'm flying over Palma de Mallorca, and Colin's just ahead of me in the A320.
Right underneath you.
Oh, you ran underneath me. All right.
Oh, I'm behind you now because my descent was going quite a bit quicker.
And the good thing is that is exactly the email I sent to. So, but good thing is now I got his phone number in case he doesn't get back to me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, he told me straight up too that well, and this just goes for everyone at those conferences. Like, they have a 4-day backlog in their emails. So
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and I just sent him the email today. So I'll wait till next week to see if I get anything back from him. But the thing is if you email them and I email it, like, we should get responses because he gave his card out to us. It's like, you know what I mean?
yeah, no, I understand that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna send him an email with my video, with a link to my video and what I've done. So. Oh yeah, did you read my draft of my article?
Yeah, I read that. Now I can't remember, but yeah, I did read it.
Yeah.
When's that going on? What's it called?
It's going on Threshold.
Yeah, Threshold. When's that going up? On the weekend or?
Yeah, it's gonna go up over the weekend with the video. So they're gonna link the video and the article. So they're gonna put the video in the article, and then that's the written version.
Yeah, because most of the time they'll have a video and then written part or written with some pictures.
Yeah.
But again, you had the great eye in that presentation Tim did.
And I was stuttering through that question like no tomorrow.
Yeah. I know what you mean, because like, and it wasn't something he was prepared to answer.
Yeah, it was something he was prepared to answer, and then I just love when he said, I know I asked a good question when he said, well, we weren't exactly going to announce this today, but
Yeah, that's right.
So
And yeah, he was nice enough to do the demonstration for us.
yes.
And yeah, because I've had some questions about like, well, where's the there's no speed brake or flap. I'm like, dude, you didn't watch to the end of the video because it obviously shows in the video.
Yeah, watch the end of the video. I was seeing those comments.
Yeah, well, because the thing is because people wanted the video right away. I had no time to edit, so what I did was on my phone, I used Adobe Premiere Rush, and I just glued the two segments together, and then pushed it out. I didn't do any overlays, nothing.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you this. You know, it's and you know this. Like, you have to be like literally on it when those videos go up, because then you're on the algorithm. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go like as much quality as possible. That's why I did all my B-roll stuff. That's why I'm taking my time with it, doing the script, doing my on-camera portions, which I'm going to shoot that today. You know.
Yeah.
I have a very, 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 very high standard bar when it comes to content I make.
Yeah, well, because I didn't even put like a thumbnail, nothing. I was like, hey, everyone wants it. Okay, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. All right, here you guys go. And then it just took off. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because like really, it took maybe like 10 minutes to like film, and you know, maybe 15 minutes to put together and upload. And I didn't even have like, I barely had any tags. I only had a couple of tags. So when I got home, I actually changed the tags and I changed the titles slightly. And then by doing that, all of a sudden, like, it was already just gaining traction already. But it actually like just peaked even higher. I was like, wow. Please link to Threshold article when it comes out. March wants your Threshold article when it comes out.
Oh yeah, well, definitely will, and yeah, we'll. And also, I'm guessing your stream actually hears me, right?
Yeah. They hear everything.
Okay. If y'all weren't aware, I was the guy that was in the that was in Popcorn's video. You know, doing the demo. So
yeah,
we can't recognize my voice.
Because we took the turns. You demoed, I filmed, and then I went, tried it out, you filmed.
Yeah.
And then you got Tim to do that the swapping.
Yeah.
Swapping demo.
Swapping thing. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have my own my own video with the because I was shooting stuff with my DSLR. In fact, if you saw if you saw like pictures of the announcement that were posted on Threshold's Instagram, those are actually all my photos.
Okay. Nice.
So, and also, just full disclosure, I don't actually work for Threshold, believe it or not. I just they are just a really good bunch of guys that I've done previous articles for. And on occasion, I'm effectively a guest writer with them. Okay.
Yeah, well, because I know like Callum had reached out to me a while back, like November of last year for FS Elite, but then I sent like an application and never heard anything. But he actually in his talk to the newbies mentioned me as a as a resource for noobs. And I'm like, oh wow. Sometimes,
Wow.
yeah, because sometimes I still feel like a noob. But I was in a flight a week or two ago with 2 weeks ago with a guy, and he's asking me all these questions. He's like, yeah, sorry for asking all these noob questions. I'm like, no. Like a year ago, I was in that same place. So, no, I'm happy to help. And he was like very appreciative. You were the guy sitting next to Sizzling and the Thrustmaster talk with the huge DSL. Yeah, he was Marsh.
Yep, that was me.
And then Marsh was off to the left. Yeah, because
Yeah, I was the guy that asked that first question when they did in-person questions. That got the whole room laughing. And no, the question was definitely not planted.
yeah. Then I had a question about the supply chain issue, but before Tim can get to me, he went to someone else, and that guy actually asked a question. I'm like, all right, eagle eye.
And you know what? That's a fair question. Now, the nice thing and about the about this launch is that I feel like it's going to be in the same scenario as the Airbus launch, because they launched Airbus stuff last year during the pandemic.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we're going to see the same thing, and then of course, just as a heads up to everyone watching as well, I believe they said the next time they're going to be talking about this is November 9th.
Yep. November 9th. That's the big day I'm waiting for.
Yes. And also, of course, since I have hands-on with the physical unit, I saw there was I saw an engine 1, 2, 3, and 4 switch down in that is available.
Underneath, because
yeah, underneath there was an engine 1, 2, 3, 4 switch, and then also, yeah, and then of course I believe you're going to have the same complement of external peripherals that have yet to be announced, sort of like with the flaps and the spoilers.
Yeah.
The Airbus version, we're going to get something else with that.
Yeah, because like, yeah, I really think like the way they're going to do Boeing is pretty much the same way that they've done Airbus, like do some expansions and stuff.
Yeah, I'm expecting like auto brakes as part of one of those. Because the auto brake switch across all Boeings is basically the same, so that would be easy to do.
And I actually got a question yesterday with if I thought they would have an expansion where you could swap in a 737 Yoke, and I'm like, well, aren't they like pretty much the same?
Here's the thing. I don't. And this is going to go into my own speculation thing. I'm going to price that, when with bill of materials, with what I felt on the floor and everything. I'm going to price. I would not be surprised if that Yoke was in the $200 range.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
But here's the thing. Like, if you're going that far, you want to get like an exact Boeing, like a 737 Yoke, then what I would, you're almost at that point. You might as well just go pony up and go spend like $1,000, $1,000 on an actual Yoke that mounts to your floor.
Yeah. Hey, Colin, $1,000. That's like chump change for racing, right?
That's nothing. Just kidding. But compared to all the racing stuff, it's not that bad. It actually seems reasonable compared to that.
Like.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah, with the sim racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad hobby. I don't know why we do it.
Yeah, no.
And why do we do both?
Yeah, look, my only expense for this though was a cheap joystick, so I've kept this cheap so far.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, all my sim hardware literally broke at the same time, so I was kind of using that show to also research new equipment for myself.
Yeah.
And I believe, so the Honeycomb Tango Foxtrot is what I'm probably going to get.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm now like lost into all these names, but the Tango Foxtrot that's more like the Airbus kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, it was. So, but it's just really a good solid joystick, and you know, I got initial pricing and everything else, and I'm not exactly going to reveal that.
Oh yeah. No.
But I actually did get hands on with it, and I am very, very impressed for the price point.
599 TPR pedals have some of the same spring loading and pendular motion tech. Yeah, and I would probably say more closer to the 300 for the Boeing Yoke, because if Honeycomb's at 279, and then Turtle Beach is at, well, Turtle Beach is a different beast in itself. But
I wouldn't think so, because here's the thing. When it comes to the bill of materials for, because I have this in my written article. Here's a little sneak peek. The way that this yoke actually handles being mounted and all the other stuff around it, it's there's a lot of things that you can get away with that you couldn't with a traditional yoke that doesn't pivot in the way that this does. And because of that construction, I think they were able to keep and the way they're able to handle their materials, I think it's overall going to be it's not going to be as steep.
okay.
But I mean, I could be wrong. You know?
Yeah. And like, we might not even know pricing when it comes to November 9th. We don't really know what it's going to be. Why am I at 12
I think we will know pricing because the other thing too to consider is you know, everyone basically has their pricing and they're kind of the last duck out of the gate with their pricing.
Yeah.
Turtle Beach, boy. If you guys want a eloquently written takedown of my thoughts on the Turtle Beach yoke, yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah. I told you earlier, I think the Turtle Beach is something more so geared for Xbox, entry level, budget constraints, all in one. Because if you go to Honeycomb and you get the three pieces, you're at over $800 US plus tax. While that it's $375 or $395, something like that. Forget.
Yeah. Yeah, that. I will agree with that. That being said, the new Tango Foxtrot, it has the way it's presented. They have, you see that the way you probably saw that with the with the way it was structured and popped into its little, there's a little caddy thing that you can use on your lap.
Yeah.
For and let me put it to you this way. I believe both pieces of that system, so the throttle and so the stick and the throttles, I believe, if I was actually told correctly, it is overall cheaper than the Turtle Beach.
Yeah. Well, because Ryan was telling me right off the bat, he says, if you take an alpha yoke and then you put it with a Cytec throttle quadrant, it's cheaper than the Turtle Beach. But I would argue, well, you gotta put like a Stream Deck with it to have a button for your rudder pedals. Marsh is saying, yeah, wow, super insightful, Colin. So glad I tuned in. I think he thinks your name is Colin. But
Oh wait, is Colin? No, it's Taylor.
yeah, Colin's the but
No, Colin is one of my very good friends over at TFDI.
no, but Colin's in the chat too, right, Colin?
Yep.
So
I'm the quiet one.
yeah, I'm wondering, like, did you say something super insightful?
I haven't said anything other than sim racing is expensive. That's the only thing I've said this whole time.
So maybe that's what he was
Maybe he's
saying.
making fun of me for being quiet.
Yeah, no, now he's saying, yeah, Taylor is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we should have like a podcast or something.
I mean, DMs, and that's serious, by the way.
The what?
Let's talk about it offline.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's I'm not joking around about that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, but I mean, like my background, so I developed my own virtual airline system called VALS. You might have heard of it, you might have not.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and then I develop and then I think did I show you SimVector?
No,
I
yeah.
think I did.
You talked about SimVector. I think you talked about it, and I know.
Yeah.
And you've got some stuff connected for X-Plane. Your
Yeah, my graphics stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of overlay stuff that embeds directly into X-Plane, reacts based on what the aircraft is doing at that time.
Okay. Yeah, because Colin's is a programmer also. Right, Colin?
Kinda. Not anymore.
No?
Well, I mean, yes, I'm a manager now, though, so I don't actually do any of the work.
Hey, management, that's not bad. What do you do?
I'm on the web side, though. We do web software, esports gaming platform.
Oh,
I didn't.
oh, nice.
I didn't know it was esports.
Yeah, it's a new company that I only started there like four months ago. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, well, I mean, I built well, and by extension of that, I built a complete broadcast graphics system that integrates into my own esports system in-house.
Nice, very cool.
So yeah, I think you and I should probably chat it up too.
Yeah, but he's like pretty much off for a while. He's gonna have his hands full with a kid and cleaning up some diapers.
Yeah, any minute.
Yeah, any minute. Just about to explode.
Oh boy.
Why isn't my... There we go. Ooh, nice.
But yeah, I basically got, outside of my regular, doing some of that stuff, the broadcast stuff, my actual full-time job is actually in the aviation industry. I handle navigation data for a company.
Okay. Oh, where am I supposed to go here? So at 3,000. $3,000 and
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's the what's everyone's I guess the question is too is what's oh, and also I got to play with the MD11 systems.
Yeah, I saw like I didn't play around with the with it, but yeah, I saw either you or FS Elite was playing around with it.
It was probably me because I also did FMS testing IRL as part of my job.
Okay.
So I actually designed test cases and test procedures for an actual FMS that's going into an aircraft at this very moment.
Okay.
And I can't say anything else past
Well,
that.
well, yeah. NDA.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, NDAs, and you don't want people in the aviation industry going after you. You'd be ruined. But yeah, no, I actually I do have that experience, and that's sort of like what I was doing a little bit with Colin and kind of talking to him.
Yeah. Ibiza, is that where the party goes on all day? I'm guessing so. Never been there, but pictures look nice.
Yeah. Are you excited for the MD-11?
Yeah.
I honestly can't wait for that thing.
Yeah, like I know it's not going to be till probably Q2 of next year, but yeah, a new airliner and like study level.
Who's making it? Is it from like a Sobo or is it a third party add-on?
TFDI.
Yeah, TFDI. Now Invernix. I'm still used to calling them TFDI, even though the name changed. Like,
same. I mean, that's literally what my NDA. my NDA is still says TFDI Corp.
yeah, because I walked by Josh, and he's like, "Oh, Sizzling Popcorn." He's like, "Oh yeah, we've talked or something." And I'm like, "What? Like, who are you?" Because he's got Invernix, and I'm like, "What?" And then I hear like TFDI Discord. I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." So and I was like, "Oh yeah, next weekend's the fourth, like tomorrow, the fourth channel anniversary stream." It's like, "Oh yeah, we can give a Pack X copy for giveaway." Like, I didn't even ask. I'm like, "All right, thank you." So that's on the docket for tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, what I did was I basically said because I actually did a giveaway. I gave away two I gave away two 717s.
Okay.
Because I was the event coordinator at the Pacific Control Facility. So that controlled Hawaii. And basically we were like, we wanted to do like a island hopping thing for the 717, and I basically reached out to Colin. I was like, "Hey, you want to do like a giveaway or something? Since we're doing like a Hawaii hopping thing." And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And yeah, he gave me two licenses. Well, he didn't technically give them to me. They basically said, "Okay, here, send the emails over, and then they'll get them set all up."
Yeah, and that's the thing with software. Like, really, like one copy or two copies, like it goes a long way. Like, yeah, you don't make money off of that, but from the word of mouth, you get that back and more.
We definitely do that. I'm waiting for smart cars to finally get my hands on smart cars. And because I built the airline system, obviously I asked to get that early.
Yeah.
Because I need to make sure everything is compatible before
What the?
and ready for the launch.
Oh man,
just out of curiosity too, have you ever thought about doing like a, not a virtual airline so to speak, but sort of like a community logging thing for your channel, where people can just log their flights as they fly with you?
No, never have. I know one guy was like, "Hey, if you ever make an airline, definitely want to join." But then that kid has left the building, and so no, not anymore.
Well, and here's the thing that Valve is built around. I built it around not just being it's not a virtual airline system, it's a virtual aviation system. It has it really specializes in it being a flight logger at the core, and then putting all the airline stuff on top of that good core. So if you don't want the airline stuff, and you just want a website for you to have your community log your flights on, then, well, there you go.
Yeah. I have no clue what the hell's going on.
I was gonna ask you what the heck your airplane is doing, because it's pointing straight up in the air. You need to be down at 3,000 feet, and below 210, you're going too fast. Okay. Oh no, you're going slow now. Weird.
Well, I was going super slow, and that's why like it was up at like about 20, 30 degrees. So I gotta be at 3,000 to get the slope.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad has his rating in that plane.
Okay.
Oh look, Flight Sim Expo just sent out their survey.
Uh, 3,000. So I need to drop like 4,000. So on the CRJ, you got a little blue bubble to tell you your target vertical speed. Oh, now I'm like just going crazy now. Because now it's dropping, but then my speed is like flying through the roof.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh yeah, you guys can see that on the stream.
We're going real fast.
Yeah, so the Colin, when I saw Thrustmaster, I like name dropped Matt Malone.
Nice, yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Watching
yeah.
his, because he's got the Thrustmaster sponsorship right now, but I guess he's got a lot of followers.
Yeah.
He's good, man.
Who has the Thrustmaster sponsorship?
Matt Malone for iRacing.
Yeah, Sip Racer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like he's got lots of views on YouTube, but he streams on Twitch and then puts all the
he just posts
replays.
highlights to YouTube. Yeah.
All right, it's coming in.
I'm just doing that last turn a little, just
approach.
behind you. You might see me off to your, if you look at your right window, you might see me.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, flaps. I can't really see the runway at this point, but I know it's somewheres.
Yes, it looks like when we flew by it on the way out, it looks like a really neat approach.
what is it for the approach button? Is it the blue diamond or is it the star you're after?
Gotta
Actually,
be the star.
yeah. Because now I don't have the star.
So yeah, the charts say you pick up the ILS at 2,000 feet.
Ah, okay.
You go, yeah, from Osnabrück, you should be at 3,000.
Oh, okay, yeah.
From Osnabrück, you descend from 3,000 to 2,000, where you pick up the glide slope.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it catching up to you now. You'll hit it.
All right.
I keep going up. What are you up to tonight, Taylor?
So I'm gonna be working on some graphic stuff. Yeah, I mean that's really it right now, because like I said, I effectively can't use any of my flight sim controllers. Also, what I might do too, since I'm registered for it, I might do the Halo Infinite flight.
Okay.
So, testing that out.
Yeah, because there's a beta or something.
Yes, yeah, for
Is
Big
that-
Battle, yeah.
Is that what they call it these days? A beta?
Oh,
No,
at least with this, with Halo, they call them flights.
Okay.
But yeah, it's effectively a beta.
Pull back
Well,
up.
not effectively, it is a beta. What am I saying?
Pull back up. Pull back up. Oh man, I'm like dying on the speed.
Oh, you're going slow.
Yeah.
Man, you need auto. That's why I'm not gonna practice more even with auto throttle. I still have a hard time with a lot of stuff. So.
I'm just gonna shut that off here. Yeah, because I'm like, I'm at stall speed.
How long is this runway? I actually didn't even look.
Shoot, I'm just gonna manually fly it in. Son of a god. Autopilot was off anyways. Coming in.
Yeah, one of these times, we'll something that's popular too to consider, is that, but you face it. You should also see about looking at doing your flights around the VATSIM FNOs. Since you said you were going to start to get into VATSIM.
Yeah, I want to that next week get into VATSIM. Get my first flight in.
Yeah, definitely get your first flight in, and it is. Would this be your first time using the radio in that capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then don't do an FNO.
Okay.
I would recommend you get a little bit, just a slight bit more experience before you go to do an FNO or VATSIM cross the pond or.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now I know what you mean.
Because, yeah, well, no, you got 600 pilots going into a single airport.
Yeah.
Like, and it's wall-to-wall communications. Like, it's hard to even get your for you to even click in before stepping on one another. So, it is it can be very stressful, especially if it's your first time.
Recorder. Yes. Yeah, because I've seen how things can get quite hectic and pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just like it is right now.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
1,000.
Oh no! Like, were you you were probably over by the Vatson booth, but yeah, there someone had a stuck mic, so you get problems like that, and it was kind of funny because Matt Bartels, who's the public relations guy, he's one of the VATGovs, and he was like, oh, you know, if you go, I was like, oh, is that a stuck mic? Okay. And so he logs out and then logs into all his admin stuff and goes and takes care of it.
300. Sync rate. 200. Sync rate. 100.
Someone let me know what the landing speed is.
30. 20. 10.
Did you do your performance calculations?
What performance? What?
Your performance calculations. Figure out what your VREF is.
Oh, the VREF. I think it's all calculated within the CRJ. Like you.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
It's manually calculated.
Okay. No.
It isn't the same with the A320. You're supposed to do them all manually.
VREF. I don't know what.
The real A320, it does the calculation in the FMS, but the Collins FMS inside the CRJ does not have that feature.
Okay. Then no, I didn't do it.
You just go over to the tablet on the left, and then you should be able to do your calculation there.
Okay.
A little late for that.
Yeah, I've landed. I'm taxiing.
Oh.
Oh wait, where the hell is the building? Oh,
Remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
I mean, here's one thing too. If you know what your angle of attack is, then you're pretty much that's the other way. So if you have if the landing AOA is a certain AOA with the V speeds, with your VREF, then once you know that AOA, you can settle right in. It's also just a good component too. You know, that's a nice rule of thumb when you're doing like calm stuff. If you have to do plus 15 knots for crosswinds or gusty winds and do those calculations, yeah, then that stuff can change.
yeah. Okay, so perf calc. Yeah, because then you got your takeoff speeds, your landing speeds, VREF. Because it's already there as VREF as 136.
Yeah, then that should have been your final approach, speed 136.
Okay.
Typically, sometimes too, you'll have VREF plus 5, which is typical because when you roll the throttles back, you can touch down right at VREF with that, and then also consider too when my dad rolls the throttles back in his CRJ. He does so nice slowly because if you yank the power out, that thing's gonna fall like a brick on the runway. So that's just a nice smooth thing he realized he does, and he always gets smooth landings in the CRJ with that.
Okay. Just taking a look at the replay.
Uh-oh, someone's running right into me.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Is it LOL stall?
Yep.
Oh, that's Lars.
Geez, I barely had. I had the auto brake on low, and I was barely stopped at the end of the runway there.
$234. 222 earlier. When I push back into CRJ, it actually like the toe actually lifts up the plane and then pushes you back. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because CRJ does not have a connection for the for a tow bar, so they usually just lift it up and then send it back. It's very easy for airport management in that way. Wait, I believe it has the connection. I can't speak to it actually. Forget it.
You were high and slow. Could have maybe just dropped the nose a bit. Okay. On the EFB tablet, you can go to the performance, click on set all, the approach, and it adds the speed. Yeah, that's what I do all the time. Is I set the speeds automatically, put them into the. It automatically adds it to the FMC and the PFD. That was a little off tracking. Oh, I gotta stop her or else it's just gonna go rogue. Oh, there
Yeah, you were taxiing in a weird way there.
Yeah.
Oh, you have custom scenery for this airport, do you?
Yeah. Here,
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks a lot different on your screen than it does on mine.
Let's go for a spin here. Well, it's because I couldn't find the gate, the terminal, but it's down over there.
Yeah, that's where I'm going right now.
All right, guys, I'm gonna dip.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice
it was
talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you, and thanks again for the contact. And we'll be chatting soon.
Yes, we'll definitely be chatting soon. I actually would like to see about maybe discussing some content ideas.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Because I'll tell you offline because I got approached for something while I was there at the expo. So it's sort of in line with what I was talking about a while ago. So we'll chat offline about it.
All right, sounds good.
And then we'll have like a big press release.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
I gotta find a place to park. Let's park here.
Yeah.
Looks like a good
Yeah.
spot as any.
Yeah. You should be free there. Yeah, well, because while I was there, someone approached me and said, "Hey, I want to start doing some interviews with some streamers. You want to be on it?" I'm like, "All right." So then the guy actually sent me a message yesterday saying, "What about next week?" Send me a date and time, and I actually thought he was going to do the interview at the expo, but no. Why is it going so slow? But yeah, here the Ibiza airport, like the from Aerosoft, it's pretty nice. Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen. It looks awesome compared to what I'm looking at.
I don't know if you can, like, if you look at my stream, Lars, it looks like he's got like a an Airbus, but on his belly, and it's like up in the air.
I see the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he unloaded everyone out of the front and left everyone in the back and flipped over.
But the other thing, it's because he's in the JU-52, so I don't have that. So I see him as I guess in this case, I think this is a 787. It doesn't look like an Airbus to me. But yeah, this airport, yeah, looks nice. Makes me want to come back. Those stupid sync rate GPWS warnings on the CRJ are a bit too sensitive. I'm surprised more people don't complain. And Tail Dragon 787 is a cool idea, yeah. Yeah, because what is the Aviate Husky A1C? That one gives out like warnings all the time. Your engine overspeed. And then Trent then told me it's because your prop, you need to pull the prop back a bit and then it's fine. So I did that and it worked. Well, that's it for the stream. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. We'll be back tomorrow for 4th channel anniversary stream, starting at noon our time, but that's like 11 o'clock Eastern time, whatever GMT. I can't think right now. But and then plenty of videos, and who knows what Taylor and I are gonna come up with flight simulation. Who knows? Well, thanks a lot and happy flying. Buenas noches. Enjoy Ibiza, yeah. Party all night.